Adhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. You are all welcome at Sri Krishna Balram Temple ISKCON, Vrindavan for morning Bhagavatam class. We are discussing 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam and 10th chapter, where there is a meeting of King Rahugan with Jad Bharat. So this is the meeting. So before we start this verse, let us see where we are. King Rahugan, he is the king of Sindh and Swayera Desh. Present Sindh is in Pakistan and Swayera is in India, Saurashtra. This whole area is called Sindh Swayera Desh. And he is a pious king because he is going for pilgrimage to Ganga Sagar, where Kapil Dev, the Siddhanam Kapila, and the teacher or the incarnation of the Lord for Sankhya philosophy, or the Tattva Gyan, the sense of the knowledge. So he is going there for that purpose, to know the absolute knowledge. So his journey is for getting the enlightenment from a realized soul. On the other side, the other personality is right now called Jad Bharat. It is his third birth as per Bhagavatam. He was king and officially like disciple of Rishabdev, the another incarnation of Supreme Lord. He was directly instructed by Rishabdev himself. And then he gave up the kingdom and he was doing austerities, but there was no association of the devotees there. And just to set an example, he was attached to a newly born dear baby, and his attachment become, out of his mercy, it become more attachment, and then by the end he left the body while thinking of deer, so he took the another body as a deer, but still he was remembering his devotion. And when he left his deer body, he was born as a Brahman. And then he was following the all instruction of Updesha Amrita. Vacho Vegam. He was not speaking with anybody. Vacho Vegam. It's a first class example of Vacho Vegam. Only speaking, only once he spoke, and then he spoke about Krishna. That's all, about the absolute truth. Vacho Vegam, Manasa Vegam. He was, mind was fully controlled, not hovering here and there. And then Krodha Vegam, he has no anger. Though people were mistreating him, but he was happy in his own mood. So as per all these qualification, Udara Vegam, Upastha Udara Vegam, Jibha Vegam, so he has control over all the urges which qualify one person, a person to be a spiritual master of the whole world. It's not that he's going to initiate the whole world, but he make only one king disciple, then whole kingdom will be automatically devotees. So this is a very wonderful example, this one personality. He has perfected himself in following the highest instruction for a spiritual aspirant. So now this Jad Bharat, who is self-realized soul, Brahma, he was Brahma-realized soul already. He was engaged in carrying the palanquin of King Rahugan. And then, because he was not really trained as a palanquin carrier, and simultaneously he was very merciful. He don't want to really kill any ant even under his foot. So it was his consciousness. So he was really jumping up and down while. So Maharaj Rahugan become angry because he is king, and king is in Rajogun. He is in a mode of passion, and mode of passion means always there is little anger included in that. And then first time Jad Bharata opened his mouth and he spoke, the philosophy of the soul and body, they are different. Now wise king immediately jumped from the palanquin and bowed down at the feet of Jad Bharata and asking for forgiveness for offenses. But still he had some doubts. So he is, whatever Jad Bharata has said, he was contradicting it with some logic. So couple verses he is saying, you said the body and soul are different, but if you put the pot on the fire, then first part becomes hot and then the milk become hot. So it is not that when body is carrying, there's no effect on his subtle body. So it means he had some doubts. Now after these doubts, he in front of his whole entourage, king cannot go alone. He must have his queens also in different palanquins. He must have his servants, everything. In front of all those, very humbly he bowed down to that saintly person. Now today's verse is especially, he is begging for forgiveness. He is very humble and realizing his mistake. And what is the cause of his mistake? Why he did this mistake of insulting or belittling the saintly person? He is giving the reason for that. And then he is giving the qualification of a saintly person. So in this today's verse, we will know one thing, that when somebody becomes offensive to the saintly person, and what is the nature of saintly person. These are the two themes, are the two principles in this verse. So let us now recite this verse and find out this principle and Srila Prabhupada. So we are on the way to the Ganga Sagar from Sundance River somewhere, and maybe some nice place, because if there is no good place, there will be no good talk. So they must be near some holy river, Ganga or some there, and they are talking about it's like a talk between the spiritual master and a disciple. So here let us read this. Tanme bhavan naradeva bhiman madena tuchikirta satamasya Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Tare Sad Avadhyanam Tanme Bhavan Deva Bhimana Madena tuchikirta satamasya Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Taretad Avadhyanam Anga Tanme Bhavanar Deva Bhimana Madena Tuchikirta Satamasya Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Tare Sad Avadhyanam Manga Tanme Deva Narabhimana Madena Tuchikirta Satamasya Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Tareta Davadhyanam Tanme Bhavanardi Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Taresa Davadhyanamangsaha Tanme Bhavan Naradeva Deha Bhiman Madena Tuchikirta Satamasya Krishna Maitri Darshamartha Bandho Yatha Tare Sadavadhyanamang Brahmacharis Tande Bhavan Naradeva Bhimana Madena Tuchikirta Satamasya Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Tarena Mugdan Vaishnavis Mataji Very good. Tanme Bhavanar Deva Bhimana Madena Tuchikirta Satamasya Krishna Maitri Drishamartha Bandho Yatha Tare Sadavadhyanamam. So first two lines, how one offends some saintly person. The reason one offends saintly person. And the reason is Nara Deva Abhimana Madaha. Nara Deha Abhimana Madaha. So Nara Deva Abhiman. Nara means human beings and Dev means the master of, means king. Abhiman means pride, arrogance. And Mada means one who is mad. So what is the reason for insulting some saintly person? It is the madness of arrogance of being a king. So the four reasons are given by Narada Rishi that somebody can be proud or abhimani or pride. One is high birth, like a king. The second is highly educated person, very much education. And third is bodily beauty. And fourth is wealth, dhan, mada, andha. So by the way, king has two, dhan, mada, andha, and also kul andha, high birth as well as power of wealth. And that makes the person mother. Mother means, Prabhupada is translated mother as madness. So when Narada has spoken these four, when he was explaining the Nal Kuber and Mani Griva, they have also offended Narad Rishi, the great saintly person. And then he said, these are the 4 reasons for somebody who can offend any saintly person. Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai. Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Lalita Vishaka Devi ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, let us see the word for word. The first line is reason for offending. And then he is saying, I offended. So, tan, say please say word for tan. Therefore, may unto me, Bhavan, your good self. Naradeva Abhimana Madena, by the madness due to having the body of a king, and thus being proud of it. Prabhupada has given these 2 lines for this one word. To have a body of king now is not a problem. But after getting the body of king, if somebody is proud, then is a problem. So there are Raja Rishis, they are also kings, but they are not proud of their kingdom. They simply serve as the servant of the Supreme Lord to carry out the instruction. Like Yudhishthira Maharaj become king because Krishna wanted him to be king. He is a Raja Rishi. So to be king is not a problem, but to be proud because of king is a problem. Right? So this is then the next word, Tuchkrita. Tuchkrita, here Srila Prabhupada, who has insulted. Tuch means to belittle somebody, not giving proper respect. It means if you don't give proper respect to a worthy person, then it is automatically insult. So this is Tuch. Tuch means nothing, insignificant, or belittling somebody. So it is Tuchkrita means who has insulted, means I as a king has insulted you. And who are you? Satamasya. And Satamasya, you who are the best among human beings. Satamasya means you are best among human beings. You are best among, you know the word Satam? Satam is a word for devotee. Sat is Supreme Lord, and one who follows the Sat is Satamasya. He belongs to Supreme Lord. Satamasya, it means he is of Supreme Lord. Satam means devotee. Satam Prasangan means association of devotees. So Satanam, you are Satamasya. It means you are following the Supreme Lord. You are great devotee of the Supreme Lord. Therefore you are best among the, I am best among the men as a king, but you are best among the men as a devotee. So there is a difference between the two. Satamasya, because you are devotee, the best among the men. Now he is speaking the quality of a Satama. Who is Satam? Then he is saying Satam is Krishna, kindly show. Maitri, your causeless mercy upon me like a friend. Artha Bandho, O friend of all distressed persons. So this is the qualification of a sadhu. He is friend of distressed people. Artha Bandhu. Bandhu means friend, and Arth means those who are in distress or who is not in distress in this material world. Who is not in distress in this material world. हरे कृष्णा, आप सब लोग दर्शन करें, बोलिए हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे रामा, हरे रामा, राम रामा, हरे हरे. So Artha Bandhu, the devotee is Artha Bandhu. He is friend of distress, therefore he wants to preach. Because he wants to make, Prabhupada said, we have made this ISKCON to make people happy. Because people are suffering. Therefore this movement is to make people happy. And how somebody can be happy? In which mode of nature there is at least sense of happiness? goodness. In mode of goodness, the person have a knowledge and then he is happy. So happiness is little bit of happiness experience only in mode of goodness. Therefore Prabhupada said, I established this movement to make Brahmins, to make the people in mode of goodness. Then they can experience really the purpose of human life, to be happy. So, because they are the friend of distress, that then what they can do? They can bestow their mercy. So please be merciful on me, king is saying. Because I am earth, right now I am earth. I am earth means I am distressed. Why I am distressed? Because I have committed sin. So last verse is that I have committed sin of offending you, therefore I am in distress great, and you are friend of distress, so be merciful on me. So this is the king's humble mood. So then, yatha, so, tare, I can get relief from. Sada avadhyanam, neglecting a great personality like you. Angha, the sin. So, why I am earth? Why I am distressed? Because I have committed sin of insulting you. So please, you are earth bandhu and I am earth. So please be merciful on me. So the verse has like question answer. Everything is in the verse. How somebody offends somebody? Saintly person, because of madness of pride of his position. How saintly person is recognized? He is Artha Bandhu. He is very merciful. So now let us read the translation by Srila Prabhupada and purport. Whatever you have spoken appeared to me to be contradictory. This is not in the verse. Srila Prabhupada has given this in translation. This is in the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad's commentary. This is the first line. This is the first line Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written, that because I have argued with you. The king is saying, because I have argued with you. You said something and I said something contradictory. But still, if you may have doubt, you can ask the doubt, but in a humble state of mind. So here, like a disciple asking his doubt, but has a humble state of mind. This is the qualification to inquire. So this is the king is setting the example. You may have a doubt, you may have a difference of opinion with them. You want to know about this, but you should be humble to ask. So he is saying, so this one line Srila Prabhupada is taken from the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti. Whatever you have spoken appears to me to be contradictory. You spoke about soul and I was at a bodily platform. It's like Arjuna is speaking first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and what Krishna is saying in second chapter, they are contradictory. And the when next chapter starts, Jad Bharat will speak exactly what Krishna says. You appears to be highly educated, but you don't know the science of soul. He will say same thing. Pragyavadans bhasya. Exactly same. So it is like a spiritual master and disciple. So now, the translation Prabhupada writes, O best friend of the distressed. He is addressing Jad Bharat as best friend of distress. I have committed a great offense by insulting you. He is admitting his mistake. I was puffed up with the false prestige due to possessing the body of a king. For this I have certainly become an offender. Therefore I pray that you kindly glance at me with your causeless mercy. If you do so, I can be relieved from the sinful activities brought about by insulting you. Is it clear? Is it okay? So king is very humble. He paid obeisance. He fell down at the lotus feet. And still after falling down, he was arguing. It's like that. Krishna is saying, I am your disciple, Shishyasteham, but I will not fight. He said, I am your disciple, I will do whatever you say, but I will not fight, Govinda. Then Krishna says, what type of disciple you are? I agree whatever you say, but I will not fight. I am asking you to fight. No, except this, I will do everything. So it's like, I beg for pardon, but still I have differences of opinion. So Jad Bharat has to speak 3 more chapters, 11, 12 and 13, to enlighten king about his misconception of material world. And this is really very strong words he will use. He will use really very strong words. That is the qualification of sadhu, because he has to cut the hard knot within the heart of a living entity, and that is the ego of oneself and relationship with the world. Because of this ego, me and mine, is very difficult, and saintly person has really to be very blunt in his words. That is the meaning, that is the really nature of saintly person. So here Srila Prabhupada's purport starts only based on one principle, Vaishnava Aparadh. And Srila Prabhupada is quoting immediately, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that by offending a Vaishnava, one finishes all his spiritual activities. So what are these spiritual activities one is doing? Sharvanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. These are the 9 processes of devotional service which we are cultivating. They all are completely finished if somebody offends the Vaishnava. This is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Mahaprabhu himself told that my mother Sachi is offender of Vaishnava, and I will not really bestow mercy. This is a Prabhupada has said, Mahaprabhu said, and Mahaprabhu exemplified himself that Mother Sachi, he did not really give the mercy until unless she took the chance to get forgiveness from Advaita Acharya. Because Advaita Acharya, in mind she has something that my son already took sannyas, now by their association the other son is also going to take sannyas. So she has a mental simply offense, and Mahaprabhu as a Paramatma with everybody's heart, and he was teaching the whole world, and even such offense to a great personality brings disaster in the spiritual life of a person. So Mahaprabhu, who else offender Mahaprabhu really was very angry. He did not forgive him. Who is that? Gopal Chappal. He offended whom? Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur was not worried at all. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, get out. And then he became leper. And the next time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came again back to the Navadip, and then he also in Kulin Gran somewhere where he fell down, and he said, please forgive me, go back to the Srinivas. And he went to the Srivas Thakur, and Srivas Thakur sent him to Purushottam Thakur. And Purushottam Thakur told him, now you glorify Vaishnava. And he gave him name Devaki Nandan something. And then he has wrote a very wonderful poem where he is paying obeisance to the Mahaprabhu's associate in Vrindavan, associate of Jagannath Puri, associate of Mayapur, then associate all over the world. He has foreseen that ISKCON is going to spread all over the world. So he has asked forgiven from the Vaishnava all over the world. His poem is very nice poem. So what it means, if somebody offends Vaishnava, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through his associate is teaching us how to get forgiven? By glorifying Vaishnavas. By glorifying Vaishnava, we will be free from such offense. So Mahaprabhu has in his own life, who else do you think was offensive in Mahaprabhu's Leela? Anybody knows anybody else? Devanand Pandit. But he was forgiven quickly. Gadadhar went with Mukunda to the Pundrik Vidyanidhi. And because of pomp and show of the Pundrik Vidyanidhi, he said, how can you say he's a Vaishnava? He offended Pundrik Vidyanidhi, and when they chanted one verse from Bhagavatam, then Pundrik Vidyanidhi was rolling on the ground, and then he realized, I have made a mistake. And how he rectified that? By accepting Pundrik Vidyanidhi as a spiritual master. So Gadadhar took initiation from Pundrik Vidyanidhi to get free from the Vaishnava aparad. So then you have to surrender completely and give yourself. So how to avoid Vaishnava aparad? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, go and get forgiveness from that Vaishnava. If he is too angry, then serve him the way he is pleased. Madhu Mangal was caught by the gopis, and then Krishna says, you have offended the Brahman. Say, how can we get free from this offense? And Krishna said, now because of offending this Brahman, you will never get a good, beautiful husband. You will get some ugly boys as your husband. Then gopis were really frightened, said, how can we free from this offense? Krishna said, you please him. Say, how can we please him? Said, he needs laddu. Bring the nice laddu, he will be happy. So the gopis went and brought the beautiful, nice prasad. Oh, Madhuma is eating. So I blessed you to get a nice husband. Go, okay, be happy. So you have to please that person you have offended. And if still he is angry, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, then you chant holy name constantly. So ultimately, holy name will free you from the offense. But make sure that you should not forget to get offensive, pardon from the person you have offended. Don't take as a, I will chant and I will be free. No, first go, try. If don't work, then chant constantly. Holy name, then it's very easy to get free from offenses. The best way, if you have really guts to go and tell the people, I am sorry, Prabhu, I have offended you. Please forgive me. If he is Vaishnava, he will simply Vancha Kalpatru and embrace and everything finish. It's fine. Indra was stealing the hearts of King Prithu. He is incarnation of Lord. The Vishnu and Vaishnava, there is no difference. But when Brahmaji came and asked, don't stop this yajna, what is need of 100 yajna? And then Prithu accepted simply, leave it, no problem. And at that time Lord Vishnu came along with Indra. And Indra immediately really fell down at the feet of Prithu Maharaj. And Prithu Maharaj embraced him. He embraced him. He forgot that he had offended me as he has taken the hearts of my sacrifice. Prithu Maharaj immediately forgot. Oh, Param Vaishnava, Lord Shambhu. Vaishnava Yatha Shambhu. His wife was, ultimately she did the suicide spiritually at the Daksha's yajna. And when Brahma went and said, hey Bholenath, please can you come and fulfill complete the sacrifice of Daksha? He said, all right, let us go. This is Vaishnava. He never keeps anything with. So this is Vaishnava. He never keeps anything in the world. But one has to go to get forgiveness. And as soon as Lord Shiva reached there, then Brahma said, first you make this your father-in-law back to life. He said, where is his head? Where is his head? I will put his head back. He said, oh, no head, no head, no head. So where is the head? So head is put into the Swaha, Daksha Agni, southern kund of the fire, sacrifice. He said, which head was supposed to be put here? The goat's head. So oh, it is left. So then bring the goat's head, because that is the only left which is I can put. Everybody was surprised. Can you do this? He said, I have done on my son already. Put an elephant head. What to speak of this goat head? I am very expert in this transplantation surgery. This transplant surgery I know very nice. So as soon as Daksh got the head and he came to back life, he pardoned. He fell down at Lord Shiva's feet. He said, please forgive me. Lord Vishnu appeared immediately. Lord Vishnu appeared immediately at that time. when he got forgiveness. It means when Vaishnava offer forgiveness from the person he has offended, Lord Vishnu is pleased. He appears there to bless both. So this Vanchakalpa, we should be. If you have no really courage to go there, to tell him like this, then immediately tell to the Supreme Lord, please, Supreme Lord, I am sincerely feeling that I have offended this person. I don't have really courage to go before him because of my sinful nature which I have done. But you are so merciful. Please help me to come out of this. And when sincerely we pray like this to the Supreme Lord, then he is within our heart as a Paramatma. He immediately smells our nature. And he is also Paramatma in the heart of a Vaishnava. And he will guide him that this person is now repentant. He is really very humble. Please go and make friendship, free him from the sin. So this is the normal, wonderful course. There's one small story. I think How Prabhupada is Great is a book written, and the story told is how somebody can really get free from the differences. If among devotees there are differences, simply by praying to the Lord, how one can be free from that offense. This is the story of a girl worshipping Gopal. She was married, and her husband was very caring and loving, but this mother-in-law was very tough. So one day she was crying at a place where she was getting water, and then some saintly lady told, "Why you are crying, my daughter?" See, I am very happy at my home. My husband is caring and loving, but somehow mother-in-law is giving me a hard time. I want to really live faithfully and serve everybody, but and then saintly lady said, "Oh, you are worshipping Gopal?" I said, "Yes." So your Gopal is in the heart of your mother-in-law? Yes. Then go and pray to your Gopal. The Gopal will do the thing. And she was then praying to the Gopal, and by 2 days mother-in-law become mother, and she has given up all the fighting spirit. So this is experimentally, personally I have done couple time, because as a manager you always really do some tough job, and some people feel offended. You may not have the really, sometimes you in position you can also go and tell them, "Please forgive me." So then you have to pray, and it's very easy. It's not ordinary. Sometimes two sannyasis are at one place, and who will speak first and who will speak second, and you are on the stage, then you are really on a cross. And so one will, if you ask one, then the other will feel, "Oh, this is why." And then definitely he'll stare at you, and then you have to pray. Then Krishna will really, then after 3 days we become again friends. I have done this experiment in my life. It's the best way to really, when every day we are saying Vancha Kalpatrubhyasya, then at least name 4, 5, 6. Yeah, by name you tell, "I am really offering obeisance to you. Maybe I have offended you." You at least remember 4, 5 which have helped you in devotional service, and by name pay obeisance to them. And 4, 5 at least which you feel you have offended, pray every day, and you see the results in your life. They are very bright and wonderful results. This is, at least you pray. We are saying Vancha Kalpa is an impersonal Vancha Kalpatru. Make it more personal Vancha Kalpatru. I have now big list of 20, 25 people every day to name them and pay obeisances, and some of them which I offended, and still every day I have to pay obeisance. I saw their whole reciprocation has changed, and they have become a good, merciful friends automatically. So this is a very wonderful way. Often we do offense knowingly and unknowingly, and therefore if we don't do offense, then we are in a Krishna Prem Shuddhanam, then we will be really in a high spirit of Krishna consciousness. There's nothing, we are really struggling. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying spiritual activities are finished. Offending a Vaishnava is considered the made elephant offense. Hatha mati, mata hati. Matta hati. Hati means elephant and mat means mad. And where this is explained? ब्रह्मांड भ्रमित कोई भागीवान जीव गुरु कृष्ण प्रसाद पाए भक्ति लता बीज. In this universe there are innumerable living entities coming and going. Most fortunate is favored by Krishna, and then his spiritual master give him bhakti lata bij. And what is bhakti lata bij? The rules and regulations and methods is given by a spiritual master for practicing devotional service is seed of devotional service, not holy name. So that's when it means that's what Srila Prabhupada writes. Spiritual activities means the rules and regulation of devotional service, the method and rules and regulation of devotional service. And then seed is shown in the heart of a devotee. Then how this devotee will water the seed? Sharvana Kirtan Jale Sinchan Kare. Then he has to hear regularly, and also Kirtan, chant holy name, read Bhagavatam. Then what happens? The tender creeper will grow. And at that time, a mad elephant come into that garden, then what about that tender creeper of devotional service? It will become completely smashed. So that's what here Srila Prabhupada is speaking. That bhakti, so this is for devotees, not for ordinary people. These people, they don't know what they are doing. But the devotees who are initiated, who got the bhakti lata bij, and their bhakti lata will be completely uprooted if they mistakenly do the Vaishnava aparad. That's what it says. A mad elephant can destroy an entire garden which has been developed with great labor. 10 years of chanting Hare Krishna, hearing Bhagavatam, but offending some Vaishnava, everything stops. It is just mad elephant aparad. One may attend the topmost platform of devotional service. He may attend the topmost platform of devotional service. What is topmost platform of devotional service? What is topmost platform of devotional service? Kanishta Adhikari, most of the time offenses are natural in his life. Anybody who goes beyond bhav, then he will never do offenses. Bhav is the limit where he reaches to the stage of devotion where he has really no offensive mentality at all. Then he will be free from envy and anger, and he will not offend anybody. Before that, even up to Ruchi and Asakti, there is a possibility of offending. So with Ruchi and Asakti is not easy thing. Even Nishtha is difficult to reach to the Nishtha. So therefore, Anartha Nivarti, it takes long time. Even reaching to the Nishtha will take at least 10, 20, 15, 20 years. It's not easy job. And till that time, the offenses are often committed by knowingly or unknowingly. First knowingly. Because after chanting, we sit outside and discuss, oh, this devotee, he's doing something wrong. Well, the first business after finishing round is to discuss about the devotees, what they are doing. So this is what we are doing is Kunjar Shnan, taking the bath and putting the sand on us. Well, this up now over 33 years in the movement, everybody has experienced what in the early days what we were doing. What we are only doing is seeing the fault in the other devotees. Now as you grow up, then you see the good thing in other devotees. The whole paradigm shift. Before we used to see the bad thing in the devotees, now we see the good things in the devotees. So from sadhu ninda, you come to the sadhu prasansa. Sadhu ninda, to glorify sadhu. Whatever small good thing you see some sadhu, glorify that. That will help us. So everybody has this experience. We have passed through all these stages in our own life. So Srila Prabhupada is warning us. One may attend the highest platform of devotional service. Highest platform of devotional service. In our movement, we have a good experience of highest platform of devotional service. They were spiritual masters. They were having hundreds and thousands of disciples. But their own god brothers, they really did not respect, and that made elephant has cursed everything. This experience, everybody who is over 20 years in this ISKCON, they have seen all this. They have no disciple when they become guru. And at that time, all their god brothers, they were really treating very differently. So this is, they don't know. So even highest position, this is the highest position in one sense. This is highest position, but spiritual growth is inner growth. This inner growth was not even to the Nishtha. So because if there is a Nishtha, then how can you leave Krishna? How can you stop chanting Hare Krishna if there is a Nishtha? Nishtha means firm. Then comes Ruchi and Asakti. When Asakti, it is already Madhyam. So this is very safe, highest. But somehow or other, if he offends a Vaishnava, the whole structure collapses. Whole structure collapses. Simply by offending Vaishnava, everything collapses. Everything just, it becomes again like something what is again become mouse. This is what Prabhupada's story, become again mouse. From the lion to mouse back. By simply offending the Vaishnava, this is the story everybody knows. Saintly person, mouse to cat, cat to dog, dog to lion, whatever. Then I want to eat you, become mustik again. Then he become again back to the zero. Unconsciously, Prabhupada is saying, unconsciously King Rahugan offended Jad Bharat. Unconsciously. He was not knowing that he is offending. But he is one of the laborer who is carrying my palanquin. He is not going to the temple and saying he is a devotee and he was offending. Unconsciously. It means unconscious offense is also offense. He feel King Rahugan unconsciously offended Jad Bharat. But due to his good sense, he asked to be excused, because Jad Bharat, or the King Rahugan, was saintly person. He has a good sense. He understood that he has made a mistake and he accepted that. So to accept the mistake, to commit mistake is not a wrong thing. It is normal. To error is a human. But to accept the mistake is a sign of an advanced devotee. If he accept the mistake, the one of the character of the saintly person is that he knows his weakness. He knows his weakness. That is his qualification. And his vision is he sees good in all the people and he looks only some weakness in himself. This is the vision of saintly person. An ordinary person's vision is to see fault in others, to see good in myself. To see good in oneself and to see the bad in others. There's a difference between the two. Maharaj Yudhishthira was asked, go and find out a bad person in the whole country. He came back, he said, there's no bad person. Yudhishthira was asked to find out good person in the country. He came back, he said, there's no good person in the whole country. So both have both have a different vision. So this is the saintly person always look good thing in other people. One saintly person, he went to get some alms from some house, and the old lady was really nasty like anything, and she was mopping the floor, and she has that dirty cloth, and he said, "Hele Maharaj!" Maharaj got on Maharaj's head. Maharaj took that, he went and washed in the ocean couple times, then he put an oil, and then he make a wick, and then he made a light and night. Somehow she has given something, let me use it for reading my scripture, let she be benefited. Even he was saying that something she has started giving, even this cloth, tomorrow she will give something else. So he has seen, still she has given something. And he did that in the good service, so some benefit was given to the lady. So this is a saintly person. A saintly person was riding in a boat, and some really very demonic people were also companion. So he has to chant Gayatri, so he asked, what is the time? And he was clean shaved, and one of those nonsense demonic people, he got up and he said, it is 1 o'clock. He was really, they hit him on the head like anything. He said, thanks God, it is 1 o'clock. If I would ask him 1 hour before, then he have put 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks God, it is still okay. That only one is all right. So saintly person still say thank you God. He's not really get offended by that. So good. The saintly persons are very merciful. So Prabhupada says, king has a good sense. This is the process by which one can be relieved from the Vaishnava aparadh. What is the process? To ask for forgiveness. Krishna is always very simple and by nature merciful. Now Prabhupada is saying one small sentence. Krishna is always very simple and by nature merciful. Krishna is merciful and simple. If you go for forgiveness, and if Krishna sees in our heart that we are sincere, then he will tell the person we have offended to forgive us. This is how the Krishna is simple and merciful. If he sees that I am by lip I am saying often I am sorry, but in heart still I am keeping something, then Krishna is twisted. He won't really accept it. So Krishna is simple and merciful. When one commits an offense at the feet of Vaishnava, one must immediately apologize to such a personality so that his spiritual advancement may not be hampered. So what we will take today from this class? What is the message we should take? Knowingly or unknowingly, some Vaishnava aparadhs are happening in every devotee's life. So as soon as he really recognizes within that I have really offended somebody, he should go and really ask for apology.